In this Keysearch review, I will walk you through some of the main features of this tool and how we used it to get almost 6 million page views to our travel blog last year. I'll also tell you why I believe Keysearch is a must-have investment for anyone who wants to grow their blog and make money from it. Finally, in the end, I'll also give you a crazy coupon code which you can use to get Keysearch at the best possible deal, because after all, who doesn't love a good bargain? Okay, first things first, what exactly is Keysearch? Founded in 2015, Keysearch is a paid SEO and keyword research tool. It is one of the most affordable keyword research tools in the market today. So in this Keysearch tutorial and review, I'm going to show you 4 ways to use Keysearch for your blog. Number 1, to do keyword research. Well, this seems like a no-brainer. The most important thing you can do with Keysearch is to find out more details about your keyword. Now, if you're brand new to this world, keywords can be defined as the specific words and phrases that people use when they're searching for content on a specific topic. Finding out exactly what keywords people are searching for and the exact volume of how many people are searching for them is so powerful when it comes to growing your blog. This means that you're not wasting your time writing articles that no one will ever read. So when you log into Keysearch, this is the screen that you will see. In order to get data on your keyword, all you have to do is write your keyword or phrase in this spot over here. If you want to find out the results based on a specific location, you can also change the location settings over here. So for example, let's look at the keyword things to do in Bangkok. So let me just key that in, things to do in Bangkok. Because I'm trying to rank for a global setting, I won't really limit my location here, but you have different options if you want to just see search results from the UK, the US, or any other place. So things to do in Bangkok, this is what comes up. So over here, you have different sections with Keysearch. Here is you have the volume. This means these are the number of people that are searching for the specific keyword things to do in Bangkok. Over here is a difficulty score. Now I'll explain a little bit more about this later. And then over here is general search trends. So this tells you when people are searching for that specific keyword and when the trend dies down. And here is what we call the SERPs. So your SERPs is essentially what comes out in the search engine. It's the search engine rankings. So in one glance, you can see which articles are ranking on the first page of Google. And here are different data that tells you all about those pages. Here is DA, which is domain authority. And essentially that's a number that is assigned by Moz, and it calculates essentially how trustworthy your website is based from the number of links that are pointing to it. Here you can also see how many links are pointing to that specific article. Here it's saying whether or not the keyword is included in the title, whether or not the keyword is included in the description, and whether or not the keyword is included in the URL. So again, at a glance, this tells you everything that you need to know about the keyword things to do in Bangkok. So another great thing about Keysearch is over here, although I wrote in things to do in Bangkok, it also shows a ton of different variations for that particular keyword. Now, this is great because, as I mentioned, right over here is the difficulty score. And the difficulty score essentially tells you whether or not competing for that article is possible. So you can see over here at a glance that generally speaking, these are very competitive keywords. However, if you go down, you can also find keywords which are lit up in green, which means that they are relatively easier to compete for. So if you find that there's already a lot of big blogs that are ranking for the keyword things to do in Bangkok and you want to try to find a variation of it, going down this list of related keywords is a great way to do that. So for example, this particular key phrase, unusual things to do in Bangkok, although it has a lower search volume, the difficulty score is relatively easier. Now, when I click that particular keyword, it gives me an overview of all those different websites that are ranking. So you can see what's their DA, you can see how many links they have pointing to that particular article, and if they include include the keyword in their title, description, and URL. So again, this is a great way to just generally find out information about your specific keyword. So if you go down this list, there's loads of different related keywords, such as non-touristy things to do in Bangkok, Bangkok itinerary for 3 days, and so on. So this is one of the main ways to use Keysearch. Top tip, if you have a relatively new blog and you're finding it hard to find keywords that you can compete for, look for long tail keywords. Now, long tail keywords are keywords or phrases that are more specific and usually longer than most commonly searched for words. Long tail keywords get less search traffic, but will usually have a higher conversion value as they're used by people who are closer to a point of purchase. So long tail keywords can lead to better rankings and a more targeted audience, which can dramatically increase your blog's income. Now, if any of this sounds confusing, simply subscribe to the channel below where we have more in-depth videos explaining these concepts. Okay, for example, rather than going for the keyword food in Bangkok, which as you can see over here is pretty competitive and generic, you can write an article targeting a long tail keyword. So as you can see here, food in Bangkok, the keyword search volume is relatively high with 5,400 people searching for it monthly. However, the difficulty score is relatively quite difficult. If I look over here, there's also loads of people that are ranking that are from really high domain authorities or domain sites. So what I can do is I can try to find a variation of the long tail keyword that you can target. So for example, if I type here, best street food tour in Bangkok. Let's see what search results. So again, a lot of this, let me just spell this correctly. A lot of this is trial and error, and you want to find out a combination of long tail keywords that have a relatively high volume that will also be something that you can compete for. So here's what I'm looking for. I found a variation of this long tail keyword and it says Bangkok street food tour. Now, as you can see here, the difficulty score is relatively low. And as I can look here, there's loads of people that have written articles on it. And these are relatively websites that I know I can beat. You can check how many links are pointing to them. You can check if that keyword is in their title, description, or URL. So again, this is an example of how you can use Keysearch to create and look for these long tail keywords. Now, the best part about this is as soon as you found the long tail keywords, because the search intent is a lot higher, people who are searching for the keyword best street food tour in Bangkok are most likely looking for a food tour, and they're almost ready to book. This means that if you've written an article and if you get it ranking and if you have affiliate links, you can make a commission whenever someone books a food tour. Number 2, see what keywords your competitors are ranking for. So competitor analysis is a great way to essentially spy on your competitors to see what type of keywords they're ranking for. So if you're competing with a blog in a similar niche and you want to try to attract similar readers, you can use Keysearch's competitor analysis tool to see what keywords they're ranking for. So let's take a look at Keysearch here and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so let's check the competitive analysis to see exactly what I mean. So if I go over here and press competitive analysis and I go to organic keywords, here is where I can enter a URL of a blog or any website that you want to essentially spy on. So let's go for the blog. This is a popular food blog that I actually really like. So it's heyketomama.com. So I want to see what keywords this blog or this domain is ranking for. And if we are blogging in the same niche, you can take a look at all the different keywords that she is ranking for. You can get an idea on the rough volume, position, the rough traffic that she gets, and the URL that she has. So again, you know, although you have access to all this data, the traffic here of how much traffic the blog actually gets is a big estimate. So unless these keyword research tools can plug into a site, all of them are just big guesses. So this is the same with any SEO or keyword research tool over here. So again, at a glance, you're able to see all the different keywords that this blog is ranking for. You can see what position she's in. So you can see she has loads of articles that are ranking on page 1, loads of articles on the second page, and you can see how many people are searching for those keywords on a monthly basis. You can then export this data and use it to help you create your own keyword content plan. So again, you can export it as a Excel version or a PDF version. So it's saying here that there's 8,000 keywords that this particular blog is ranking for. So again, the competitive analysis, you go to organic keywords, and this is a great way to essentially take a look at popular blogs within your niche and find out the keywords that they are ranking for. So this is useful if you want to get a share of the audience. If you know that you're targeting the same audience and you want some of that, you can take a look at what keywords they're ranking for and aim to create a bigger and better article.
The third way you can use Keysearch is to, number 3, track your own rankings. If you're serious about SEO and getting your blog posts ranking on Google, you need to keep track of your own rankings so you can monitor how well your blog is doing when it comes to ranking for certain keywords. Now, Keysearch has a built-in rank tracking feature where you can upload all the keywords that you want to rank for, and you can essentially keep track of what position it is in Google. So let me show you exactly what I mean here.
Now, as I mentioned, another great way to use Keysearch is for the rank tracking tool. So this is the rank tracking tool, and if I click here, what you can do is you plug in your domain and you upload the different keywords that you want to rank for. Now, I've just uploaded a small list over here. Now we actually use a separate keyword rank tracking tool because we have a lot of keywords that we're tracking. But Keysearch, one of the great things with Keysearch is it already has its built-in rank tracking tool. So this rank tracking tool is something that you can utilize. So you can write down the keywords that you're going for. So I've written down here 3 sample keywords that we have articles on. So it's best dry bags, Southeast Asia packing list, and things to do in Bangkok, like what I showed you earlier. Here it's telling you your overall rank, and if you've changed positions over the last couple of days, and this tells you the volume. Now this is really helpful because what you can do if you want to properly keep track of your rankings, of your organic rankings, is you upload all your keywords here for your website, and you can export them every month. So if you say end of the month on the 30th, I will export all these keywords, and you put them in one big Excel sheet, and you can see your rank trackings move. If you're dropping your rankings, then it's time to assess what's going on. If your ranks are improving because you're making changes in the SEO and you're optimizing it, then it's great because you want to know what's working and what's not. So again, the rank tracking feature of Keysearch is a great tool to use.
Top tip, if you have any articles that are in positions 15 to 20, use Keysearch to find other related keywords that you can use to beef up and optimize your article. So for example, if you already have an article on things to do in Bangkok, but you want to give it a boost, you can beef up your article by adding sections using related keywords such as things to do in Bangkok at night, popular temples in Bangkok, etc. Last but not least, you can also use Keysearch to, number 4, check your backlinks. First off, what are backlinks and why are they so important? So backlinks are valuable for SEO because they represent a vote of confidence from one site to another. So when one site links to you using a do follow link, this is essentially saying to Google, hey Google, the content on this site is awesome. Backlinks play a huge role in getting your articles ranking, so it's wise to keep track of it. You can use Keysearch to look in on your backlinks in general or look at your backlinks for a specific article.
Okay, so here's a quick demonstration on how you can use the backlink checker. So if you go to competitive analysis, you can click backlink checker. And essentially, you plug in your website over here. So I've already plugged in ours, and you can see how many total backlinks you have, how many domains are referring to you. So again, backlinks are essentially a vote of confidence, telling Google how trustworthy your site is. Now, if you have a low domain authority, don't worry about it. It is relatively a number that is just given and assigned. It is no means the only way that Google ranks websites. So again, this is just a great way to find out how many links you have pointing to your domain. If you want to find out how many links are pointing to a specific article, you can plug that in over here as well.
While those are the 4 main ways to use Keysearch, there's also some cool features that are worth exploring. Here are 3 Keysearch tools that you should try. The Explorer tool. The Explorer tool is a great way to get an overview of a domain or a specific page. Now, you can use it to get some big picture data on your own domain, or you can input a competitor's URL to get some insights on their website. Let me give you a quick demonstration right over here.
Okay, so let's check out the Explorer tool. So as I said, it's a great way to get an overview of a domain. So again, I plugged in another food blog over here, pinchofyum.com, and over here you can see its domain strength of that particular site, how many backlinks it has, how many referring domains, and you can see again how many keywords it is ranking for. So you can view top pages, you can view the keywords specifically, you can export this data. So again, this is kind of just like an overview glance using all the different tools. Here, it tells you all the different competitors within that specific niche. So they calculate this based on how many people are competing for the same keyword. So if All Recipes has a article on the same chicken meatballs baked, it's comparing those two datas. So again, this is a great way to get an overview of the general niche that you're in and your competitors. So over here, you just have other information like the top anchors and the ranking distribution. So again, this is just a great way to find out general data about your competitors. But you can also use this to find out general information about your website and to see how Google views it.
The next tool that you can use is the Content Assistant. Now with Content Assistant, you can get a whole host of information related to your keyword, such as which articles are ranking, as well as search queries that can help you write the best article on the topic. So all you have to do is just key in the keyword and the related information will come up on the right-hand side. You'll find information such as recommended keywords, word counts of ranking articles, or questions related to the keywords and more. Now, again, here's a demonstration of exactly what I mean.
Okay, so another great tool, as mentioned, is the Content Assistant. So let me just go on to here. So I'm going to key in the keyword things to do in Bangkok. And what this tells me in a glance is the total description of that keyword, how many people are searching for it, and so on. And this is a really nifty tool because it tells you the average word count of those articles ranking on the first page of Google. So again, as I mentioned, this data can help you outrank your competitors. So this is super important. If you know that the average word count of the articles on the first page is 4,892, then you know that you should roughly aim for that same amount of words. Remember, you're not just writing to fill it in and you're kind of rambling at the end. You have to make sure that you're writing to meet the search intent. That's the most important thing that you need to remember. Now, it says here that a lot of them have 47 keywords, 34 related keywords as well. So that's worth noting in your article. And then here, it gives you a lot of different LSI words. Now, LSI words are just another word for related keywords. Now remember, there isn't a person sitting behind Google's office saying, yep, this should go ranking on the first page because it's a great article, or this should go on the second page. Google's algorithm is made up of signals that you send to him, and signals come with keywords. So these are all saying that once you use these keywords, these are all keywords related to things to do in Bangkok. It's signifying to Google that what your article exactly is all about. So it's a great practice to incorporate these keywords when you are writing your article. Now, this data can help you outrank your competitors. Now, top tip, in order to rank for articles, take a look at other blogs or websites that are ranking on the first page. What keywords are they targeting? How long are their articles? Use that information to create a bigger and better article that answers the search query. Okay, so if you're in need of a keyword or content ideas, another really cool feature of Keysearch is using the BRAINSTORM tool. So you can find that under keyword research, and if you click here, BRAINSTORM, here you'll find information on Twitter trends, Google trends, and popular products on Amazon. Now you can also input a keyword idea to get more suggestions. So let's try inputting the keyword things to do in Bangkok again. So let's see what comes up as soon as you type it in. So if you can see over here, these are all the different keywords that people are searching for in Google. Things to do in Bangkok Reddit, things to do in Bangkok at night, things to do in Bangkok 2 days. Over here are the search terms that people are searching for in Yahoo, in Bing, in YouTube. Now, this doesn't necessarily have any results on Amazon or eBay or Twitter, but that just depends on the keyword that you're searching for. So again, remember when I mentioned earlier that incorporating these keywords is a good idea in your article, because this is just sending more signals to Google, telling Google exactly what your article is about. So again, this is also a great tool to use to help you come up with keywords.
So as you can see, using this all-around SEO tool, you're able to create content that you know will rank, rather than just writing something and praying to the Google gods that it works. Using Keysearch plus creating our own content strategy allowed us to triple our traffic in less than 1 year.
If you want to learn how to grow your blog and make money from it, we have a free training where we share the exact strategies that helped us grow our blog. Join the training by typing www.bloggingfastlane.com/free training. Or you can also find the link in the description box below.
Now, ultimately, using the features like keyword volume, difficulty score, and even the backlink checker can help you decide whether or not you should spend time writing an article. Now, to wrap things up, one of the main reasons why we recommend Keysearch is because it's super affordable. Compared to other SEO tools out there, which cost over $99 per month, Keysearch is a tiny fraction of the price. Plus, you can use our special coupon code and you get an additional discount, which will guarantee you the lowest price possible. So to find out the most current pricing, just head over to bloggingfastlane.com/Keysearch and click pricing. You can use the code FASTLANE, FASTLANE, to get a big discount off any of their monthly or annual plans. So not only is it super affordable, but it's also super easy to use. And as you've seen, everything in Keysearch is self-explanatory. Even for beginner bloggers who are just about to dive into the world of blogging and SEO, I promise you, this tool will change your life. So remember, as soon as you join Keysearch, straight away you'll be able to do the following. Number 1, identify exactly what your readers are searching for. 2, find out the problems your readers face and how you can solve them. And lastly, 3, you can outsmart and outrank websites and blogs that are ranking on the first page. Now with this data, you can implement a strategy that will allow you to drive traffic to your blog with fewer pieces of content. So to get started, head over to bloggingfastlane.com/Keysearch, or you can click the link in the description box below. Remember to use the code FASTLANE, FASTLANE, to get a huge discount on any of their monthly or annual plans. Now, back to you. Which one of Keysearch tools will you use the most? Is it the keyword research tool, backlink checker, or rank tracker? Answer in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome blogging tips.